Alright, so wintertime, got to treat your fuel. I use a number of different things, but one of my things that I like is the House stuff. You can double dose and triple dose the truck, and it can pretty much run off this stuff. You don't have to worry about how much you put in. It says to double dose it your first 3 tanks, so we got a 25-gallon tank. I'm going to put about half this bottle in, believe it or not, because the tank's actually pretty full. So that's about half the bottle. I know it seems like an excessive amount, but you got to remember we got 25 gallons in here. So 25 gallons, about half this bottle will treat that much fuel, and then next fill up, I'll put this rest of this whole thing in and fill the truck up. And that way it keeps the filters a little cleaner through the winter. Less risk of the filters freezing up, because I have a secondary filter after the primary filter under the hood that goes down to 2 microns, so you want to be able to treat the fuel real well. Alright guys, so like I said, I have a primary and a secondary fuel filter before my injection pump, so I wanted to show you my setup because I'm sure there'll be some of you that are interested in it. This is a 2 micron regular fuel filter, not a water separation filter. There's a few different part numbers for water separation filters that go down to 3 microns. I'll put those in the links in the description for you guys in case you need to buy them or you're just interested in looking at them. This fuel filter manager is a basic Wix fuel filter manager. This is a basic Wix filter that goes down to 2 microns. The guys with the Duramaxes tend to use this filter a lot just because of how far down it goes. The original filter filters down to 14 microns. And then it comes out of the filter manager from the factory fuel filter manager, and it goes into this one, goes into this hose, and comes into the injection pump. I got this on here for checking fuel pressure right before the injection pump, and for bleeding the filter and actually filling it up with fuel. John sells this stuff on his website, quadstartuning.com. And he sells a fuel heater for it. I'm not running a fuel heater. I'm just running a lot of fuel treatment, so that way we can figure out whether it's actually going to be able to test it, because I'm in the Northeast here, so if it stands up to the elements, then we know that it'll work. I will run a fuel filter heater. If it does freeze, I keep a spare filter and the wrench with me to be able to change the fuel filter on the side of the road if it were to freeze on me. I also keep a spare regular fuel filter with me in case it ever froze on me, because that's what we do up here in the Northeast. You got to be smart about things. And I treat my fuel well, as you can see. I use a Standardine treatment too sometimes. I use the House treatment. I do use the Power Service, but only as a third, that's like my third choice. But the filters that you can use on this thing are in a lot of different designs and heights and everything else. I probably will run a water separation filter at some point just to see how that one filters. I'll cut them open for you guys in the future and show you update videos on it, and we'll see how it goes through this winter. Thanks guys.